Hi, and welcome to this video. My name is Dave Hideman. I'm the Applications Specialist for the Steel segment here at Trimble. And today I wanted to show you a couple of tools that might help you with your modeling. So there are times when you get some parts modeled in where they may not reach the center line of other parts. This could be because you were modeling very quickly and just trying to throw down some steel. It could be because you were using some inserted reference models, such as a design drawing, and you were tracing it to lay out your members during the estimating process or even during the detailing phase, and the lines that you were tracing didn't reach the center line. It could be that you brought in an IFC file and converted it, and a lot of times the IFC files from engineering softwares don't run the members out to center line the way that we might want to see them in Tekla Structures. So there's several reasons why you may end up with a model at this stage where you have parts that aren't quite extended out all the way. So this can of course be moved, just grabbing the end handles and stretching them out to where they need to be. But I just want to show you some of these tools inside of your applications and components catalog. There's specifically a group of extend commands or extend tools. So if you go under your macros, you should see here that we have extend, extend beam to column, extend beam to vertical plane, and then extend and adjust elevations, and that one's pretty cool. But what I want to start with is extending beams to columns. It's pretty straightforward. I have a situation like this where I have beams that I want to extend to the column center line. What I can do is just highlight this column, double click on the icon for that tool, and it will find any beams within a certain radius and extend them out to hit that column. This does actually work for beam to beam as well, but this is kind of what its main purpose was, to extend them out to a column. So let me just go ahead and grab those columns around the project, and we'll just run it for all of them at once, just to kind of save some time here. So that quickly, I've gone ahead and extended all the main members out to hit the column center lines. So some other tools are just simply an extend. What you do is you run the tool. First thing you want to do is pick the supporting member, or pick the member where you want to extend your parts out to. And then you want to select the parts that you want to extend. So you select those, you middle mouse click, and now those parts will reach the center line. This doesn't just work for 90-degree increment framing. It will work for skewed members as well. Let me just grab a couple of these guys and kind of finish with what I was doing. And then we'll move on to the next extend command. So I'm just grabbing parts, middle mouse clicking when I'm finished. As I said earlier, you can even select parts along a skew. And they will extend them in the current line. So this is really, really helpful for situations like this, where you have members coming in at an angle, and normal Tekla modeling, you'd probably have to throw in like a construction line or something to kind of project out to that intersection point. But this tool, makes it really, really fast and easy to do that. Now let's say I didn't have a member that I was actually extending to. Maybe it was just something I needed to extend out into space, something cantilevering or something like that. Maybe there was a theoretical wall out there that I wanted to project to. The extend beams to vertical plane option pretty much does the same thing as the last command, but rather than choosing a member, you actually pick 2 points to indicate a plane that you want to connect to. So just for fun, I'll delete this beam out. Let's say I want to take those two beams and extend them out to the grid line 7 that I have here. I can highlight those two beams. I double click on extend beams to vertical plane, and then you can pick 2 points anywhere along that plane that you want to extend them to. This works for skewed as well. So if I undo and I pick 2 points at an angle, again, it will extend those out to kind of match that plane. So it's a pretty handy tool when you don't have a physical member you're trying to snap up to. So let me undo here a few times, and I want to show you one more, the extend adjust elevations. Now this one is really cool in my opinion, because there are times that you need to extend some parts. Let me grab these guys here and pull them back a little bit. You want to extend some parts to a higher elevation. You have something that's a few feet up, or maybe even something that's sloping, so you have kind of a variation between the slope of this beam and the slope of this beam, because they're going to be framing into another sloping member. Let me give you a quick example of that. So I'll grab these parts here. I'm just going to move their handles up. Let's say I want to go up, I don't know, 9 feet. Sure, why not? And I need these two members to extend not just to that beam. If I ran the regular extend tool, it would kind of extend them out to the center line, but still be straight. If I ran the extend beams to vertical plane, it would do basically the same thing. These two beams would still stay flat. But the extend adjust elevations is exactly what I need for this situation. So I'll double click on that tool. You pick the member that you want to extend to, then you pick the beams that are framing into it, just like the regular extend tool. And when you middle mouse click, it will not only extend them out, but it also changes their elevation. If I flip this into a plan, we can see that those two beams are still, straight in the plan. So that's exactly what I wanted. But now they also slope to meet the top of steel of that supporting member. So this is a couple of really helpful tools, I think, not just for, if you're trying to do, like I said earlier, where you have parts that came from somewhere else, or they were traced, or they were converted, but even just during regular modeling, especially for hip and valley type stuff, that extend adjust elevations is really, really helpful. So I hope you like these tools. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to your local help desk, and thanks for watching.